The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or follow Britpod Scene on Twitter to find out more.
Welcome to the The All Seeing Guys. The All Seeing Guys. Equation 2.
Make it, shake it, stick it in the bake. Have it in the drink. Cook it on the stove. Eat it in the snow. It's cold. There's my wine. Make a cake.
The All Seeing Guys.
Take it in your face. No. Raiders. Dancing in
The All Seeing
innocent
Guys.
light. Oh, welcome
Hello.
to episode 113
It's getting there.
of the All Seeing Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg.
That would have to make me Joe.
It doesn't have to make you Joe, but it would be.
It would help.
It would help the process if it was you. 100%.
Well, I can confirm after further inspection, I am Joe.
Man, in a unprecedented turn of events, I'm here on a Wednesday night.
I know. School night, mate.
Wednesday night, but it's a school night, but not for us because we have this evening booked off for a while.
For
Like a
fucking.
date in the diary, mate. Fucking
This
couple
is,
of
yeah, it's been an eventful day.
fucking, yeah, fucking we've been doing some fucking
Dusted off our
penises.
windpipes.
Fucking been doing some dice rolling, recording new dice roller stuff. That was a fun day.
That was
Kicking out some stuff from scratch and writing as we go. Old school, mate. Like we used to do in my old flat.
back in the day.
Proper living room day, mate. Proper living room day.
Yeah.
How are you doing otherwise?
Oh, mate, I'm pretty jolly.
Pretty jolly.
Yeah, can't complain. As always, you know. Well, I can and I will probably.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I'll find something to complain
Stay in
about.
tune for complaining.
How about you?
Yeah, man, pretty good actually. Yeah, I'm in high spirits.
Excellent
I'm pretty
stuff.
stuffed. I'm pretty bloated. It's been, there's been alcohol today and various foods of the unhealthy variety.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
feeling pretty bloated and pretty, but I'm all right.
We got started in the morning.
Yeah, pretty tired. I was up from 4:30 with Indiana. Not that she I woke me up at once at 4:30, and that was it. I couldn't go back to sleep. So she slept like a baby, like a baby. She slept like a baby next to me,
She
and
slept
Lizzie.
like a 2-year-old.
And I was just like, I can't get to fucking sleep. So yeah, I'm feeling it, but I'm all right.
It's all right, man.
The wind will carry me. The wind of
Change.
audio waves. You went on holiday recently.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it's been a while since we've done this. A lot has happened since we last podcasted.
I know. I can't even remember the last time.
But no, not can I. But you, it was definitely a
That's
Friday.
how it goes these days, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But you have been on holiday since.
Yeah. Me and Lucy went to the south of France for
Ooh.
about 5 days. It was lovely. Nice little town. Wasn't that touristy. It was all very French.
What did you get up to?
As little as possible. In all
Right.
honesty.
There was a pool. You had a pool there.
Yeah,
Your own
we
pool?
had
Spent some time in the pool.
We had they had a family home which we went and visited.
Was it warm enough to be out in the pool?
Oh my god, it was boiling.
Nice.
It was fucking boiling. At one
Excellent.
point, I was sat in the sun, and I've never had this before. I get it on the back, but never have I felt sweat drip down my front.
Wow.
It was awful.
Wow. Proper heat.
Not the weather. Everything else was lovely. Just that particular moment was a down. It was a thumbs down for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Feeling my front sweat.
France
was,
delivering
was
the weather.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. I mean, it's pretty warm here as well. to be honest
It
with you.
was. I saw.
Yeah. Fucking. So, what did you get up to in Francais?
What did we get up? I guess I said as very little. We drank and ate cheese and
Nice.
watched Geordie Shore reruns.
Yeah. Was it a good place to buy nice cheese close by?
There was. It was just your typical French supermarket. You ever been in a French supermarket?
Yes.
They got a particular smell about them.
Yes, they have.
And it is
yes.
the smell of everything that they sell.
Yeah, I find all like European.
It's so weird. It's like you don't go in like any like UK one here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like floor cleaner. if you're
exactly.
fucking lucky.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Sterile.
it doesn't smell like all the food.
Yeah.
Ever.
Everything.
Yeah. And it
Overpowering.
that surprised me. That was always funny. But it is fun in there. It's fucking great fun in a foreign supermarket. It's bloody
Just
brilliant.
looking at the names of
You're
stuff.
picking up shit. You're just like, yeah, whatever. That sounds good. That looks
remember-
like cheese. I'll have that.
I think I was in Brussels maybe with Ben and Lee, and we went into this like supermarket, and they had these biscuits called Negroes.
Jesus Christ.
Just in recent.
That's just like one of those one of those products that just needs like cock soup.
Yeah, exactly.
like, come on.
It was literally just called Negroes.
Jesus
They look
Christ.
like, from my memory, and this could be wrong. I could be wrong. They did look like Oreos.
Wow, there's just so many racist tones to
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So you hit up a lot of the local restaurants in France, eh?
Nah, mainly the supermarket.
Oh wow! So not many restaurants, just supermarkets.
Well, no, we did. Like we went out one night and it was really nice, and it was like an Italian place and had some cocktails and a bit of pasta and stuff like that. It was
a bit of
good. Had
pasta
a
and
nice.
stuff. So you making your food in the place?
Was
there a kitchen?
I mean, when I say we ate bread and cheese, I'm not lying.
Right,
to you,
right,
man.
you
Like,
usually ate bread and cheese.
We literally ate bread and cheese.
Fucking
At
A.
one point, there was these little mashed potato balls that you cook, and then they're all like golden crispy outside, but mashed
Nice.
potato on the inside. Covered them in a load of cheese.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was beast. It was a beast move.
Oh yeah, I bet that would
Absolutely
be. I'd have
beastly.
to try that. That sounds very nice.
It was. It was. I can. It was like a rusty sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yeah, it was. It was good. And just generally, just both of us just needed to fucking relax for a bit.
Yeah, fucking
And,
nice. Sounds like you did.
We did. Yeah, it was really good. Went on a nice walk at one point as well. Up a hill to a cave that was all dried out.
Oh yeah, did you go in the cave?
There was a fence that said something in
Fuck
French.
off.
Said
Well,
something.
fuck off here.
Which said something in French, and I took that opportunity to climb over it, therefore not knowing what the sign said. And we went
Beware
down
the
to
beast.
we went down to like the edge of where like the cliff is and stuff. It was it was cool. It was interesting. It was. I mean, the cave was a bit spooky,
Yeah.
but because it's all like it's usually full of water. So if you went there,
Right.
if
don't
you went
get
there in
trapped
the
there,
spring,
the tide comes up.
yeah, well, it's not really a tide or anything.
Right. Okay.
But
Fuck me then.
so in the winter, obviously, all the fucking snow or whatever up on the cliff melts and it all comes down
Right,
into this
okay.
cave and builds, and then there's like a waterfall. But in the summer, it all dries up.
Nice.
So there was like fucking huge rocks, and it's well high up.
Yeah.
But it's just like the clearest. The water's just
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking clear. You know how we're used to like seeing the Thames,
Yeah.
which is just gravy,
Murky and shit.
just basically like just liquid gravy. And this, it's just fucking great. It makes you just feel cleaner.
Clearest water I ever saw was like the lake in Interlaken in Switzerland. It was literally like it was made from like CGI water. It
There
just
was-
didn't look. It looked so clear and like blue, like bright, vibrant blue from like reflecting on the sky.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looked incredible.
It's mad, isn't it?
It was, and we swam in it, and I literally left that feeling like I've been in the fountain of youth. I felt incredible after I swam in this. Yeah,
It's this makes all the difference.
bottle it up and fucking sprinkle it over myself every day.
There you go.
I went to the dentist.
Oh, that's a nice holiday.
Yes.
Where's that, Turkey?
Yes, nice dentistry. I finally had the tooth removed, the wisdom tooth. One that whenever I've mentioned about
grievance.
teeth issues, it's been that one. It's definitely been going on
Your
for
teeth
probably
grievance.
just over 4 years, maybe. Because I remember it was just when I moved in with his parents, so it started. I remember first feeling the crack in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I fucking booked in to get it taken out. I was a bit nervous because he talked me through like all these things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Like, not go wrong, but you might have temporary or permanent numbness of the gum. Might have to, if it splits, you might have to do some surgery on the spot, meaning there'll be stitches in your gum, which means the recovery process will be longer. All these things, and I was like, oh, for fuck's
It's like
sake.
a fucking just trying to scare the shit out
I was
of
like,
you.
oh, great, this will be fun. So I finished work early to get there for my 3 o'clock appointment. And I've been here before. It's a good dentist. It's a
Yeah.
really good dentist. Like, the guy's really friendly. The staff were friendly. I'm pretty relaxed when I go there. Even if I'm having a procedure, I'm usually all right. But this one, I was a bit like, yeah, this one could be a bit different to previous times I've been to the dentist. So I get there.
This might be different.
Get there. I'm sat in the waiting room. And I'm probably about 10 minutes early. And I can just hear this woman screaming from out back.
Really?
Like proper,
Like she was being attacked.
and then being like, and you hear her kind of go, like it's like fuck, man. But you kept hearing her do the jolty like, like you feel he was like just trying to approach her. She kept being like,
Maybe he just kept tickling her.
it was
He thought
embarrassing.
it'd be
to hear.
funny.
Like, and this old guy next to me was quite he wasn't. When I say an old guy, he wasn't that old. Probably like in his like 60s, and he was
Yeah.
there with his son, and he was like really over the top talking about the weather, really over the top, and for ages.
No, I suppose we're having, isn't it?
And later on, when he got called in, he's like, "Can my son come? I'm very scared of the dentist." So I could tell he was nervous, and that woman screaming was not fucking helping him.
That's not what you need, is it? Like, if you haven't, I mean, we don't know his backstory. He might have been there yesterday. But
Possibly, yeah.
If you ain't been to the dentist or you're generally nervous about it, what you don't want to hear is
even if you're not,
someone screaming.
Even if you're not nervous about it, you don't want to hear. That's what's happening. You're next. That's what you're listening to.
You don't need that.
Bloody. Anyway, the hygienist guy came out and was like, "Look, as you can hear, we're slightly delayed, so I'm being asked to like prep you and do your injections, so he's ready for when you go in." I was like, okay. And if I sat me down, 2 injections in the gum.
Oh, it fucking hurts, doesn't it?
Like they were all right. They were a bit. They were all right. And he's like, "I just go wait back in the waiting room and just kind of keep your mouth moving and stuff, like So I was like, okay. So I sit back in the waiting room, kind of like, oh, I can slowly feel half my face slipping into numbness.
Yeah.
Like,
why is only half my face moving?
This like old Chinese dude walked in. He was a bit like sporadic, and like he couldn't quite. He was, "Oh, can you fill out these forms on your iPad? When you get there, you have to do like electric signature and stuff on the iPad."
Yeah.
But he just couldn't get it. Didn't realize they were trying to explain it to him. He didn't have a clue what was going on.
Was he Chinese or Japanese?
I think he was Chinese.
Well,
I mean,
if he
I
was
could
Japanese,
be
he wouldn't have
wrong.
any excuse. He bloody invented the
I
thing.
could be wrong. Anyway, he sat down next to me and just went to sleep. I then got called
This isn't
in.
a bus stop.
Oh, I then got called in. So when I go and sit down, and I'm like, all right, I'm here. Fucking, he's like, right, yeah, you numb, ready? You've been injected. I was like, yes.
Like you were mocking him.
And he's like, right, we're just gonna do. He's like, right, we're just gonna do a couple more. Right, okay. So
What,
when
a
he
couple
goes,
more injections?
Yeah. So when he
Shit.
goes, and he's like, right, have a swig of the rinse out. On the seat, it was literally just all fucking down me. I was like, I don't know this and that. He's like, no, it's fine, lay back. And he's like, right, then they do the bit that I really hate. Can you feel this? And you just feel he's like scraping something on your gum.
Yeah.
But you can't feel the pain. You're like, I don't do the thing. And then you can really feel that he's pushing really hard with something sharp. And it's like, ugh. And he's like, right, we're gonna pull it out now.
Yeah, fucking go to town on you right now.
The top part came out quite easily.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, now we've got to dig for the rest. And it was quite an odd dig. It was quite in there.
Yeah. But could you feel it? Could you feel any pain?
I could just feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Like, and, he kind of got it out, and then he's like, right, I'm just going to do another x-ray because I'm not too sure. So he does the x-ray. He's happy. He's all done. Gives me the cotton wool. He's like, bite down on that. Go sit in the waiting room for 20 minutes.
Oh, those little fucking weird
Ball things, yeah. He's like, go sit in the waiting room for 20 minutes, and then I'll call you back in, and we'll talk about looking after it. So I have to go sit back in the waiting room, biting down this thing, because I can't feel my face. I feel like it's slowly sliding down my throat.
Yeah.
And it's not, but I'm like, oh my God. Anyway.
It's just you getting used to it being in your mouth and then forgetting
so I'm
about it.
sat there, and then instantly, the other doctor comes, the other hygienist guy comes out, and he's like, cool, oh, doctor. It's literally the most cliche name as well. Dr. Chang.
Dr. Teeth.
And, the guy, and I look, and the guy next to me, the Chinese doctor guy, is still there. He's obviously a doctor, because he's calling out Dr. Chang. Is still asleep. And he's like, and everyone's looking at him and kind of laughing. And then the guy looks at me, the hygienist guy, and he's like, oh, sorry, can you, and does the sign for tap him on the shoulder. And I'm like, oh. Okay, I'll wake him up then, shall I?
I'm on the payroll.
Like, fucking, like he turned around, like tapped him on the shoulder. And
He's
this
like,
guy
yes, I'm definitely in the right
was just
place.
like, oh, get out of his sleep, all startled. And I was like, oh, Jesus, like it made me jump a bit. Like, everyone kind of laughed, and I was like, fucking. And he goes through. And I look away as he goes through, but like, fucking hell. And then a cat walks in. and then a fucking cat just comes wandering in through the door and starts walking through, and it's a small waiting room, it's really small, starts walking through, and someone's like, oh, there's a cat, and the guy's like, oh, not this cat again, we've got to get him out. Shoo, is trying to shoo this cat.
This cat again. I love it when there's sentences that have again in it.
Yeah, because that happens a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
I've probably now been sat there, so I'm probably only about less than 5 minutes into my 20 minutes waiting in the waiting room.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden, the dentist comes out again and is like, actually, Mr. Armstrong, can you come back? I was like, oh, okay.
Joy.
Sit down, because I'm thinking this went pretty smooth. Sit down. He's like, I'm just reviewing your X-ray, and I'm just worried there might be a bit of tooth still stuck in the bottom of the hole.
Just like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, so I'm just gonna have another look, right? And then he was just digging around for fucking ages. And I could tell there was loads of blood because he kept constantly having to be like, such and such and such and.
Yeah.
Like, and she had it in my mouth for ages. And I could see the blood going through the
Oh,
out
yeah,
the
yeah,
tube.
yeah.
And they've got the thing that like keeps your tongue out the way. So it's like, and he's like really digging into me. And I was like, fuck it, mate, for ages. Like a lot. And then after all that, I'm thinking, did he get the bit of tooth he left in? And after all that, he's like, nah, I think I'm just being paranoid.
Great.
I was like, oh, well, at least you checked. Then go back and sit there waiting for 20
Well,
minutes,
thanks
biting
for
down.
searching for gold.
And then I was like, right, I can feel this bit now. I can feel like just all the ache of the pressure in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he charged me half the price though, so that was good.
What? Why?
Well, he's like, it actually wasn't as big a job as I thought it'd be. So
fair.
I had a remaining 125 to pay, but he only charged me 75.
Not bad.
That was all right. I was
That
like, oh,
is
result.
not bad.
Then I got home and then it started wearing off. Then I was like, oh my fucking god!
It's a pricey business, teeth.
But actually, when it wore off, I actually wasn't. I took painkillers that night, but the next day I was fine.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't take any painkillers the next day.
Huh.
Felt a bit weird. Obviously, there was a massive hole in my mouth that I wasn't used to.
Yeah, that takes some getting used to.
But it was all right. Actually, was actually in the end quite just a weird little small collection of things happening while I was there. That was all. Just like the guy asleep and the cat, the woman screaming.
That is
the guy over talking about the
It's
weather.
like a weird comedy sketch.
Fucking yeah, a lot happened in that short. I mean, I was there probably
Ah,
an hour.
Dr. Katz is here, I see.
Maybe an hour or so I was there in total.
It would be
Right.
weird if that cat started doing teeth extractions.
Yeah, well, I see him hanging outside quite a lot. This cat. It's always outside. We walk past Indiana.
got a-
Indiana stops and strokes the
It's
cat.
got a Listerine addiction.
It looks heavily. It looks heavily pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably all the tooth it's been fucking
But
eating.
pretty much now that it's gone, it's like I don't film constantly all the time. And I keep clamping my teeth shut. I'm feeling that the perfect joining of the sets of teeth.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
now it's like, oh, that's great. Yeah, oh man, there's no big gaps or holes or things stabbing me. This is
Chris.
fantastic.
Until the
What
next
what a
time.
lovely job you've done, dentist. Thank you so much.
And for half the price.
Yeah, well, fucking hell, that was a nice fucking little surprise at the end.
Yeah, that's
Because
not
I was
bad at all,
paying
isn't
for it
it?
out of my own money, not the joint account. So, fucking hey.
Well, it's not a luxury, Greg.
I also, when you were away, I think it's when you were away, or maybe the day after you got back, I went to that Tiny Dancers family rave.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Sorry.
been on the radar for a while. Basically, it's a rave. Instead of drugs, you take your kids. It pretty much sums it up.
Instead of taking drugs, you take your kids.
Yeah.
What a great tagline. I wish they could use that.
Run by Andy and Liam and their team.
Don't
Liam, we've heard from before.
Don't bring drugs. Bring your kids.
Liam, we've heard from before. DJ and MC duo Rump Steppers, who played a track of theirs on here before. Has sent in geese shots before. Anyway, Liam, Andy, and the rest of their team have been putting together these fucking raves.
I'd seen a few sort of advertised that
Yeah.
they'd had up on sort of Facebook, but
Yeah,
nothing
man,
really
they're
sort
really
of close
successful,
to here.
man. Like,
Great idea. It's a fucking brilliant idea.
yeah, they don't fucking hold back either.
No.
Like, I would highly recommend it, and they sell booze for adults too.
Because also as well, kids don't give a shit what songs they're listening to.
Oh yeah, it's not kids' music.
Nah, it's all like
Yeah.
it's all stuff that we
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
all the parents are just like fucking banger.
Yeah,
like,
man. So now they describe it as a Tiny Dancers Family Rave is a daytime family music event where grown-ups and kids can dance together to some of the best dance music around, with lots of fantastic activities entertaining the kids, including crafts, face painting, bubbles, confetti cannons, bubbles, and an essence
Bubbles
bar.
twice.
Balloons. Sorry, balloons. Not, I read bubbles twice. I
can't emphasize bubbles enough.
confetti cannons, balloons, and a bar.
Wow.
Fucking for
That
the
sounds
adults.
decent.
So yeah, a lot of fun, man. It was really cool. Afterwards, Lizzie messaged them to ask about if there are any other gigs, like any other shows coming up.
Yeah.
Early next year, because she has some family over and she wanted them all to go with the kids. But he replied saying they didn't have it for then. But then he was like, "Oh, I bet you heard loads of gaze drops when you were there."
You said that to Lizzie.
That's what something they replied to. But funny enough, you'd think I would, but I didn't actually get any geese drops.
I wouldn't imagine. I'd like there's
It's
music
loud, I
playing
guess.
and shit.
And
like-
there were bits we can go, but I wasn't really. I was more focusing on my kid running around. I think
and whereabouts in Kingston was it?
this was in Kingston College in the it's
Right,
called
right.
the Arc Theatre.
Yeah.
Like it was cool though. Like really cool set up stages. All the fucking the foam and stuff and the bubbles. Like proper, like when it drops, it was all fucking like loud, fucking all the flashing lights, the fucking UV lights. Yeah, it was good, a lot of fun, man. At first, Indiana was a bit like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So she was laying down on the floor colouring in a lot, but then she did warm up and then was dancing away and just stamping her feet and like bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. So yeah, highly recommend it. And we are going to go again. That's a damn sure.
Fair.
Maybe that time I'll try and get some geese drops.
There you go.
I'll be aware walking in what I'm looking for. Now
You
I've
got to
scoped
take
it out.
you got to take like earplugs or something so you can actually hear people's conversations.
Standing next to people on my phone. What? Can you repeat that? I need to write it down to read out on the podcast. So I suppose that,
podcast.
that probably leads us nicely into geese drops.
What another memorable segue.
Man, what have we been hearing out and about recently? And a few sent in by others.
Yep.
Gear to the ground. Geese drop.
Gaze dropping. Having a listen.
I've got one here from Pret. Early morning.
Are they
Pret.
written in, have they?
Early morning in Pret. Just two old deers who bumped into each other. Oh,
Nice.
hello. The woman replies with, Wednesday is my shopping in Sainsbury's and buy some porridge in the morning day.
That's a long day.
That's a head of a day.
That's a long title for that.
That's a
day.
heavy Wednesday,
No wonder they
innit?
shortened it to Wednesday.
Wednesday is my shopping in Sainsbury's and buying some porridge in the morning day. The woman didn't quite know how to reply, so she simply awkwardly responded with, I like their porridge here.
So mundane. Such a mundane conversation
You
about
can tell she
porridge.
paused for a bit as well.
I do like it.
There was a bit of a pause too. I like their porridge here. Good choice to get the porridge here, then go to Sainsbury's.
Yep.
I was passing a house for the builders the other day.
Right.
Like they're obviously doing some work in there. I guess I was hanging around. And I just heard someone loudly shout, "Piss off, spider!"
I love that. You don't expect builders to not dislike those things, or to dislike those things.
No, yeah, you think they'd be like, "Oh, fuck it," but this guy was like, "Piss off, spider!" Unless there was someone there called Spider.
I feel him on an emotional level. That one. That
Right,
that,
yeah,
I felt
Joe's not a fan of spiders.
No, and it's not an irrational fear. Fuck off. I've been hearing some absolute gems outside the shop recently.
Oh, outside your flat?
Outside.
Right,
Just from
fantastic.
having from it being hot and having the windows open and all that.
Yeah, of course.
So I got a beauty here from the other day. Just a guy to another guy, but
Couple of guys.
so the guy left the shop and whoever he shouted this at was down the road.
Right.
He fucking shouted at him. He just shouted, "Mate, you're walking like you just got bummed." I was like, "Oh, I like that. That's
No,
fun.
that one. Yeah.
That's a fun little doozy." There was a bunch of kids. This was yesterday. There was a bunch of kids on bikes and they were all like fucking around in the road and that. And again, these are all being shouted just in the street.
Yeah.
This is one of my favourite fucking things I've heard from a kid. Your mum has a monobrow.
What? Your mother is a monobrow.
Your mum has a monobrow.
has a monobrow. I thought you said is a monobrow.
I like it.
I was gonna say that would be fucking cool.
That made me. What if they were just an actual monobrow?
Actual monobrow. This one was sent to us by Daniel Bauer, who we obviously also suggested the torn wankety wank we did a few episodes back. He sent me a couple of geese shots, but I'm only do one of them for now. Sat on the 461 bus from Kingston to Molesey. There was an older couple on the bus talking with a young girl who was 5 or 6 years old. The older lady leaned down to the girl and asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Daniel shuddered as he didn't think people asked that question anymore. He's now going to start asking people that question more.
Fair.
Anyway, the little girl.
That'll show your age.
Anyway, the little girl replied to the question of, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" with Chinese.
I think she might have got some questions mixed up there. Like, what do you want for dinner later?
Yeah, what do you want for dinner tonight? An astronaut.
Who's going to rule the world in 30 years? Chinese.
Do you mind if we watch that French 9/11 documentary?
That's Ed.
It is Ed! It was Ed! It was Ed!
You know why? Because he came round here at the weekend and was just like, watch that French 9/11 documentary. You know, it was just like the firefighter one. He was just like, yeah. That's got some crazy footage in it though.
No, we just me, him, and Sarah just finished watching. I think it was like the Men in Black film,
Can we watch the?
and it was quite
9/11?
late. And it was like we was looking for a film to put on, and like we were pretty stoned, and Sarah's having her dinner and stuff. And the way Ed just turned to me, was just like, "Do you mind if we watch that French 9/11 documentary?" And I fucking erupted in laughter. I couldn't.
I can imagine it.
I was, and he didn't understand why I found it so funny. I was like, mate, it's just a weird thing to suggest.
I've seen those Greg moments.
Like I kept going over and over it. I was proper pissing myself, and he couldn't understand why I was writing it down. Why is it funny? I was like, 'cause it was really fucking funny, man.
It's the delivery.
Fucking hilarious. Now, you weren't obviously the only one that went on holiday recently, Joe, because obviously our northern geese dropper catcher, Sam, went on holiday himself.
He did.
So he's picked us up some fucking holiday geese drops too.
Sent us a lovely shot from the balcony.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Let's have a fucking listen. Over to you, Sam, with your collection of geese drops.
A couple of northern geese drops for you here.
Hold on!
The gift that keeps on giving.
Come on!
Alright guys, I am back in the country and I'm not coming at you with northern geese drops, I'm coming at you with international geese drops. We've just come back from Menorca and we have some crackers whilst we're over there. First one is from a woman who was helping her about 3-year-old child into the pool, who said, "Yes, Minnie, I know it's cold, but you're going to have to grow up here and get in." That's some hardcore parenting for you there. The next one was from a guy who was in the restaurant. So it was obviously all-inclusive restaurant, so it was like obviously it's like a buffet, and he just piled up everything onto this slice of bread and went, "Yes, that is how you make a sandwich." And this final one is from a guy who we walked past, who was outside the hotel, and I couldn't hear the beginning of the conversation, but he just heard, how would I describe it? Devilish. Those are my international geese drops for this week. I'll keep you updated if I get any northern geese drops.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for playing. That was wonderful.
Oh, now over to Gaz with the weather.
Yeah, now over the gas for the weather. It's pretty shit out. Thank you, Gaz.
They're good. I like that. I particularly like the buffet one. Like that was a personal victory for that
Yeah.
person.
At last, just quantum leaps
Put
away.
all of this on one bit of bread.
I've done it. They won't ever believe me at home. Did he do it? Where's he gone? They say
The last one as well. The last one's got me thinking of so many possible things. Dessert. Could be dessert.
Could be.
I went and saw that that film with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley in it, where he sells his soul to the to her.
Oh, bedazzled.
Yeah. What did you think of that? Devilish.
So, did the wife let you do the anal? How was it? Devilish.
Devilish. Went down the.
How's that sister? How's that sister of yours? Devilish.
Went round the. Drove round the Devil's Punch Bowl the other day.
How was that?
Devilish.
Ooh. I had some Black Forest Gatto last night.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
How was it?
Devilish.
I recently I went back and listened to an older grime MC that I really liked.
Who's that?
Devlinish. Yeah.
So whereabouts where the holiday can't find on the map? Devonish.
Devilish. This is it for the next 45 minutes.
Oh, God.
I like it. Good fun, that. Devilish.
Before we move on, there's actually a story I wanted to quickly mention, as it was relevant to our recent Dead Bodies Found in Other Places episode.
Oh, let's not talk about that again.
Well, I know, yeah,
It's still a bit soon.
but I could not. This story popped up not too long after the episode came out. Oh fuck! What happened there? And
Where's that place in the south?
He's thought of another one.
Devonish.
Oh, Jason's gonna have fun with that one. This was an interesting little story that just made me think of the story of what we'd been talking about. Okay, the body of a man who disappeared 22 years ago was discovered after a Google Earth user spotted his car submerged in a lake.
What?
William Malt went missing in November 1997 after phoning his girlfriend from a nightclub to say he was driving back to their home in Wellington, Florida. The 40-year-old was never seen again.
See, 22 years ago, I started instantly thinking, like, okay, when was that in, like, 1970?
Like
Nothing happened after, like, 2001 because of 9/11. It's just
exactly,
everything after that,
it's all one big
nothing
blur.
happened.
The 40-year-old never seen again until a former resident of the Grand Isle neighbourhood decided to look at satellite images of the area. He zoomed in onto the lake near the 3700 block of Moonbay Circle and noticed a white car submerged in the water at the rear of the row of properties. The former resident then contacted one of the local homeowners who used his personal drone to confirm that the vehicle was still there.
That's mad.
Police pulled out the car and discovered the skeletal remains inside. They were positively identified as Mr. Malt a few days later.
That is sad, isn't it?
Man,
22 years.
Further investigation revealed that the vehicle had been plainly visible on Google Earth since 2007.
Oh, man.
The vehicle's exterior was heavily...
It's like 12 years it's been, like, visible.
Yeah. The vehicle had been plainly visible on Google Earth in 2007. That's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. So I
That's
reckon
wild.
he must have just veered off the road. So that's fucking insane.
That's
like fucking
madness.
just sat there and then found on Google. I mean, crazy the guy that was like, I'm going to look on Google Earth and see if I can find that missing car. And to find it, they must have been like, oh my fucking god, they thought I was crazy for doing this. How did you feel when you found the missing car? Devilish. I was doing God's work. That's fucking mental, though.
That is bad.
Just to be found on Google Earth like that after all that time and
That's
finally
crazy,
everyone
isn't it?
get closure. Like,
do you reckon, like, how many dead bodies do you think are on Google Earth?
that's a very good question. I don't know. You grabbed your phone like you were going to count them.
No, I was gonna. Well, I was going to inquire.
Just count them quickly and find out.
Dead bodies on Google Earth.
Ooh.
Here are some pictures that match.
Here are some pictures.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's found a fair few, has he?
That is a bleak image.
Yeah, it's probably like... What?
Well, I mean, this is on a few websites by the look of it, but it looks like some sort of pier with like a blood streak on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see.
That's something.
Well, in the balance of... just
In
for
the interest of balance.
For the sake of balance, here's a quick lighter story about a missing person.
Excellent.
A group of tourists spent hours Saturday night looking for a missing woman near Iceland. Near Iceland's, I can't say this.
If it's Icelandic, you will not.
Yeah, I'd say a canyon. A group of tourists spent hours Saturday night looking for a missing woman near a canyon in Iceland, only to find her among the search party.
Now,
the group was travelling through Iceland on a tour bus and stopped near a volcanic canyon. Soon there was word of a missing passenger. The woman, who had changed her clothes, didn't recognise the description of herself and joined the search. But the search was called off about 3 a.m. when it became clear the missing woman was in fact accounted for and searching for herself.
Now, this is a meme or something, because I saw this years...
it's a famous story.
Yeah. But I'd seen that do the rounds recently a lot.
It got posted on the Servant group.
Ah, of course.
And I read it and was like, that's pretty funny. And I just found that story about the body being found in the water. And I was like, you know what? That's going to be a nice follow-up one.
Yep.
So it's not too dark for too long.
It's all right. It's a nice... It's nice.
It's
nice. It's nice. It is nice.
Joe recently asked a great question on Facebook. Joe, why don't you tell us what the question was? And it wasn't straight on Facebook. You WhatsApped us first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then you took the answer. Then you took the question to Facebook.
So I was. This was literally a conversation that I was having with Lucy. We were out having drinks, and I think we were talking about like rumors or situations where we'd sort of heard something or a rumor sort of going around. And I asked her what was the best rumor she had from like secondary school, because secondary school is like the peak.
Yeah.
Is the peak for rumors.
Yeah.
And And so I asked her, and then put it into the group, and then Lucy put it into her group, and I was just like, well, hang on, there's about 400 people at my disposal if they really wanted to pay attention. Ask Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you're listening, but I'm going to read some of these out, but I'm not going to say your names, so just deal with that.
Yeah, give us a couple.
But yeah, this was people. I simply asked people to share.
Did you have one to get the conversation going when you were chatting to Lucy?
I mean, some of the people that have posted on here, I was in the same year at school.
Right.
So they've got some that I didn't know about, which I thought was really good. This one of the guys just wrote that what we were learning was really important to our future.
That's a rumor.
That's a good rumor. But there's the most infamous one that I remember from, oh God, it must have been like year 10 or something like that, was that a girl went home with 2 boys and got fingered by them both.
Wow.
Or something along those lines. That did the rounds. There was probably others.
One that really stuck out with me, and it was a rather odd kid in the year above, was caught sucking the cock of the headmaster's son in a bush.
Jesus.
Yeah, and everyone was like, that's the guy. And I was like, oh, really? Him? Oh, yeah. I
can see it.
I remembered him from my
look at
school
his mouth.
before.
Yeah.
It was a couple of years above me, but I remember him when I was in my primary school when he was a bit an odd guy. So before you read the ones out on Facebook, we've got a couple from the group.
Yes.
So Sam, this is the group with Gaz and Sam open all powers.
Oh, yeah.
Sam said, best rumour he heard, a girl in my year took 2 guys home with her to shave her fanny.
Nope.
So close to yours, taking 2 guys home.
2 of them to shave the fanny.
Oh, Jack Webber said, when we were in year 9, a guy in our year got arrested for raping a wheelchair-bound dude that was also in our year by a lake. Jesus Christ.
That's fucking...
That's not a rumour you want about yourself. I mean,
Nah.
I don't think you want any of these rumours, but you don't want a rumour that you raped a dude in a wheelchair by a lake.
No, that's not something to be proud of, that you...
That's
there's
a
a rumour going around.
tough one to shake, isn't it? No, I meant the rumour, not the guy in the wheelchair.
Use your words
They're
wisely.
quite easy to shake. What rumours did you get on Facebook before I say anything else ridiculous?
Woomers.
No, I did go a bit Jonathan Ross then, didn't I?
Woomer has it.
Woomers?
One from my school here. There was a rumour of a young athletic RE teacher. It just says, blonde. Naming no names. That means we all know who's. Rumour a young athletic RE teacher and a kid from the year above got together.
Ooh.
That's a juicy one.
Yeah, nice.
That is a juicy one.
Yeah,
Also, one from
a
my-
teacher-student relation was a big
Student.
big
I think there was
rumour.
just always a student relation one.
Yeah.
You find a teacher, not the hottest one because that's not believable. Just mid-table.
yeah.
Find a mid-table hot teacher and
Wheelchair bound.
say that they shag kids. I got one here. A kid called Jimmy was a Millwall fan and was a lookout for his dad's gang, keeping an eye out for away fans. Rumour had it he had pushed a guy from an 8th floor balcony.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He was there, was he?
He was. That's
Right.
only rumours. Devilish rumours.
Devilish rumours.
I got here. A rumour went around school that a tree fell on a girl and killed her, which is why we weren't allowed to walk through the woods to school.
See, that's the kind of one I would
That's more like an
believe as a kid.
urban legend sort
That's
of
one.
shit.
That's one that I probably would believe as a kid.
This is a good one. There was a rumor that you couldn't. There was a rumor that you shouldn't use the public toilets in the park because one kid in there and the local punk rockers. One kid went in there and the local punk rockers cut his ball sack off.
See, you didn't want to be the victim of a fucking rumor at school.
No, you didn't.
Luckily, I were there any about me? Did anyone? Yeah, there was one there was a horrible one that I did fucking go out with young girls.
That you went out with young
Yeah.
girls. I had the same thing.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I got called. My Spanish class, I think, for half a term, called me Uncle Fester Child Molester.
Oh man,
Because some fucking girl down the park who was, I'm gonna say, about 4 years younger than I was.
Yeah.
Told them that I was her boyfriend.
Oh,
so
man.
immediately became a pedo.
I was on the bus with people from my
Greg,
street.
you
growing
can
up.
you can either be ashamed by it or you can own it.
Yeah, I was on the bus with people I lived with, who lived down my road,
Yeah.
and I was sitting next to this girl there who was probably about 3 maybe 3 or 4 years younger than me. But there were a load of us. I was just sitting next to her on the bus.
Yeah.
And some dickhead guys from school saw me. All right, Greg, who are these people you with? And then the next day at school, it was
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
it.
we saw Greg
Immediately.
with a little girl on the bus. There was a song and everything. It was. I mean, sadly, that spoiled it the proper
The
bullying.
boys at your school were very creative.
I mean, yeah. Well, you haven't heard the song.
The Battenberg.
I made that up.
Song?
The
There you go.
Battenberg song was me.
You're a creative bunch.
Yeah. Off the back of the rumour question, though, I did have a little look and see if I could find any rumour-related content here. And I found a list.
Oh, you found a list of rumours?
I found a list of basically like the worst rumours people had about themselves growing up that they talk about. Mainly with their kids. I think it's mainly like...
I bet there's some good ones that celebrities have heard about themselves.
Oh, this one was... I think these were students. My brother spread a rumour that I was a lesbian. It caused me to get bullied in high school. I didn't find out for years that he started it. He
Jesus.
definitely knew how to get guys, how to chase guys away from me. Oh, this is a similar one here. I was once framed as a child molester from 2 evil kids who spread the rumour all over my middle school. I
Wow.
was exiled from every group and was looked at like a monster. I did nothing and it ruined my life. I was only 11.
You can't even... Could you either be a child molester if you're still a child? Isn't that just masturbating? Could you be a child molester?
I don't know, but it's still... I imagine this is all by other 11-year-olds saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're spreading that, then they would have to be much younger.
When I was 8 years old, my best friend started a rumour that I had AIDS. It followed me for my entire school career.
Fucking hell. AIDS. How do you get someone? How do you get someone to believe that someone has AIDS?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we had an AIDS rumour at school. Seems to ring a bell.
I don't remember AIDS being popular until about 2004.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I saw all the 80s films I watched growing up. AIDS oozing out the TV, it was. All over the place. You had to wipe the screen after each film. It was rumoured I was cheating on my husband at my job for 5 years. Oh, sorry. It was rumoured I was cheating on my husband at my job 5 years ago. We both worked in the same place. I got fired.
What?
That's a shame.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. My 8th grade...
She could have sued for that, for like wrongful...
Maybe.
Like wrongful, what do you call it?
Maybe that wasn't the reason she's just associating it with. Who knows? My 8th grade history teacher said to the entire class that I was jerking off. They made me put hand sanitizer on in front of the entire class. It truly was the worst year of my life.
That is bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's a dismissal right there.
That's fucking...
We had a teacher called a ginger kid, Carrot Top, once.
Oh, that was bad, was it?
Pretty bad.
I think I've heard a teacher say that before. I think my teachers pushed the envelope a bit. I remember my teacher telling me about the black student with the ginger hair looking like a Duracell battery. My maths teacher said that to me. I thought it was hilarious.
That is quite fun.
Really stuck with me, that did.
Yeah.
Looking back now, fuck, could you imagine? Years ago, someone spread a rumour that I was trans and had had full reassignment surgery. I don't know what was worse, the fact they thought that it was an insult, or the fact that I could have had that done at age 10. I remember I wasn't there, but when I worked at Natjack's, when Lewis started, someone told him that Justin, who worked there, our mate Justin, had a big black older boyfriend. Lewis was like, all right, and just kind of went with it. All right, I didn't realise.
So, what did you go up to last night? Were you out with your partner? What? Just didn't question it. He's got a really big black boyfriend. All right. What's the problem?
Let's see if I can find.
It's 2006, man.
A lot of these are like rumours I was pregnant, rumours I cheated, rumours I was anorexic.
Honorary.
I didn't know until after I was fired that my co-worker spread a rumor about me sleeping with our boss, saying that's how I got my job. We didn't even live in the same state or even flirted. Oh, I
What?
see.
They weren't even in the same state.
Didn't even live in the same state.
Jesus Christ. Some people are just bored, aren't they?
God. So I just found out that the reason I've had trouble finding new people to talk to is because my stepdad's ex-wife got her kids to spread a rumour at our high school that I'm an AIDS baby.
Fucking hell. That's dark. People
That-
have got some dark
That
fucking
is dark.
thought process. Your ex... Your
Most
dad's
embarrassing
ex-wife?
moment when I got called down to counselling because someone spread a rumour that I was giving blowjobs in the bathrooms at school.
They were wrong. It was outside
my
of school.
God. But yeah, you're right. That one before the AIDS baby one's fucked up, man. It is
That's
fucked up.
fucking dark.
It is dark. It's really fucking dark.
Like someone's like what was it? The dad's ex-wife.
It was the stepdad's ex-wife.
Jesus
The
Christ.
stepdad's ex-wife.
That is just fucking low, man.
Yeah, it is fucking low, man. It's fucking hideous. Fucking really hideous.
It's the mentality of people, isn't it? They hate seeing them happy.
And sometimes it's just about having the fun gossip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes that's all it is. It's just having the gossip and that being an ongoing joke. Obviously, it's not funny for the person.
No.
But I remember there being quite a few fucking stories like that kicking around, like about certain people, and because half the time you didn't really believe them. It was just a fun joke. Other times you 100% believed.
Oh yeah, you were on board. You were fully committed.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
I remember someone saying someone's mum gave out blowjobs, and to look at her, you would think you'd think it was true. Like, I remember that.
To look at her.
Yeah, because it would always be who's had a blowjob from her. I wanted to bring up this story, which I was going to save for another episode, but seeing as it was happened recently, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be a couple of weeks old already. You must have seen this in the news over the last couple of days, Joe, where there was a massive semen explosion
I had done that.
after blaze hits Bull artificial insemination facility. Firefighters forced to dodge projectiles.
Come.
A huge fire at a cattle breeding facility in Australia has caused thousands of dollars in damage after at least 100 cylinders containing bull semen were destroyed.
That's a lot.
It took 10 fire crews more than 2 hours to fully extinguish the fire after it broke out around 3 a.m.
The smell. Imagine the smell.
Projectiles were coming at them while they tackled the blaze. The liquid inside the cylinders was rapidly expanding, and essentially the lids of the cryogenic cylinders were just popping off, and projectiles were being thrown from the building. So firefighters went into a defensive mode initially to protect themselves.
Man.
Fuck, man, can you imagine that? Like,
You have to go and fight a fire in a jizz factory.
fucking jizz factory flying at you, man.
It's literally a jizz factory.
God.
Why
That's
have
a
they got
lot of
100
jizz.
cylinders full of spunk?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of cows, man.
That's your reasoning.
Jerk them off all by
That's
hand.
your general reasoning for it.
Jerk them off all by hand
there's
as
a lot
well.
of cows.
It's just like milking a cow, but
Think about
jerking
it,
off
there's
a
a lot
bull.
of cows in the world. Jesus,
You
got
ever
to go
jerked
somewhere.
off a bull before? No, sir. You ever milked a cow? Yes.
Same
You'll
thing.
be fine.
You'll be fine.
Approach you from the back. They really like that.
Yeah.
Especially,
Just,
especially if you stick their finger in their bum while
yeah,
you do
just,
it.
you will notice there's only one udder. That's fine.
That reminds me, completely off subject. This morning, Indiana was watching the silly fucking Baby Shark video again.
Ugh.
And when it finished, it started playing like other ones that pink thong they're called had made.
Yeah.
And the next one was like, pretty standard. And the sheep goes ba and the cow goes moo. And when it said cow, it showed them from like behind bending over eating grass. And I just looked up. It's all kids' animations, like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
I looked up and there was 3 cows bent over. And I'm like, wow, they've really detailedly drawn their assholes.
Had
Like the little pink
For
little
real?
crosses. Yeah, little holes.
Little balloon knots.
I'll
on
see
each
if
one
I
of
can
them.
find it. And I have to find it and show you a picture
Jesus
later on. 'Cause
Christ.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that's some detailed arsehole drawing on this nursery rhyme YouTube video.
You got to get the wrinkles. You got to get the wrinkles.
They are. The little lines are all there. I was like, it's like very basic kiddie animation. It was like, wow, they went out their way to draw those arseholes.
Were these bum holes necessary?
Yeah, do
Were
I
they
really
necessary?
see the bum holes?
Was it necessary to draw these bum holes?
Well, bum holes play a purpose,
Bum holes. They do.
especially for cows. We had something. Well, of course, as we said last time, we've not been kind of doing agony aunts for a bit. We had something quite.
In all honesty, we've healed all the wounds. There's no one's got any problems anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some more at some point. We're just getting a bit of a rest. But recently, this is going somewhere, don't worry. Recently, a guy on Twitter, @KeatonPatty, forced a bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Batman movies and then asked it to write a Batman movie of its own. Keaton then instructed the bot to write its own Batman movie. I've learned that twice.
Yeah.
Keaton then instructed the bot to write its own Batman movie. He then shared the first page of the script on Twitter, and it's weird and funny.
It's so funny.
Rather than just straight, read it out, we thought we'd radio play it up a bit. So we got the first page of the script, and we fucking did it ourselves. So this is
Greg got to act out one of his fantasies by being Batman.
So this is what I've called Botman, which makes sense.
Botman.
A Batman movie written by an AI.
Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Batcomputer. He's sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all-time orphan.
This is now Safe City. I have punched a penguin into prison.
Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray to Gotham.
Eat a dinner, Mattress Wayne.
An explosion explodes. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown but insane. Two-Face is a man but attorney.
No, it's Two-Face and One-Face. They hate me for being a bat.
Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home.
Oh, well.
It's just you and I. The Joker Bat versus Clown. Mortal enemies. I'm such a freak. Society is bad. You drink water. I drink anarchy. I drink bats, just like a bat would.
Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. This makes him have anger. He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects it with his sixth sense of humor. A clownly power.
I have never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't. Alfred, give birth to Robin.
Alfred begins the process since it is his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He juggles it over to Batman.
Happy Bat Day, Birthman.
Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but it's expired. This is a Joker joke.
So yes, that was the outcome of an AI.
So yes, indeed.
I fucking love it. I love the fucking narration descriptions of stuff. Just like Batman looked for his parents, but they were still dead. Just Mattress Wayne instead of Master Wayne as well. It's all fucking brilliant.
I like the was it his loyal battler?
Oh yeah, Batman. Yeah.
It brings him some Gotham.
It's fucking insane. Just like what they can get bots to. And obviously that was ridiculous and nonsense. I wonder how crazy the entire script is.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if there is any kind of story if it is just little random events like that.
Do you think he's released any more of it?
I had a look and I couldn't see anything, but I mean, there must be somewhere. Surely he's put it out somewhere.
It's a great way to get followers.
Yeah, surely it's out there somewhere. Fucking, it has to be.
Just like, sir, if you could release the rest, that'd be
Well, yeah.
fantastic.
Now's the time before a new Batman comes out. Fucking get in there with Botman. That's what I'd fucking say.
Botman.
Fucking yeah, man. That was fucking doing the little radio play snippet. There was a bit of fun digging back into my old sounds and digging out some old ones.
Yeah, man.
Dusting off the old radio play folder.
Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of that.
So
to come.
yeah, we haven't mentioned it for a while. Obviously, the script for the next Ritz and Dick is finished. I've tweaked it a little bit, and we're gonna crack on with some scenes very soon on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to start getting rolling on the Ritz and Dick radio play. So hopefully we'll have some updates on that for you soon. And this is like the
trilogy,
the trilogy,
the finale
of
the end of the arc.
Of what I call the Quench, the Quench trilogy, but it's not really just because it's kind of follows a theme of Mayor Quench first. We need to find a different name for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like obviously up them in the 1800s, so that's almost fucking.
This is simply known as the Thirsty arc.
Production is ready to fucking go. And we'll try and think other ways to end the fucking podcast. You got any ideas? Let us know, man. We still can do wankety wanks and stuff, and we obviously put out last week the wankety wank special.
We don't really enjoy just ending it
with the agony.
Just like oh well, that's that then.
That's
right.
it. Obviously, yeah. It's actually that's the point. This is like the 4th episode, 4 weeks running, because we did the dead body episode, followed by a week later I did the geese drop episode.
Yeah,
I actually made the geese drop episode while I was like recovering from having my tooth out.
Yeah, you did. You knocked that out pretty damn quick.
The day I had my tooth out, I think I sat there.
Went through like 100 episodes.
I sat there. I was watching that fucking X-Men movie, Dark Phoenix, or the fuck it was.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't very good, so I started making a Geese Drop a compilation.
And lo and behold.
And then we released the dogging episode. Then a week after that, we released the Geese Dropping one. And then it'll be a week after that. This one will be out. So that's a heavy run of episodes flying out, you guys.
I actually received some feedback about the dogging episode.
Oh, really? From
mainly the title, Surrey dogging. I was told that to the to the lurking eye, who is not aware of the context, it looks like they are interested in dogging when listening to it. It pops up on your fucking screen on your phone or whatever. It says Surrey dogging.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
It's like you're a fucking enthusiast.
Exactly, brilliant. That's awesome.
I love it.
That's fucking great. I hope it does. Coming on people's radios. Like it's
so
if someone's listening to it on their car, it'll look like a radio station they're listening to. Just tuning into Surrey dogging.
More of the spunk you love.
And how would you and how would you rate the dogging in Surrey?
Well, I think
Devilish.
Well, I think that's the perfect time to sign off.
Yes. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to go for it because I'm going to get there quicker. I've been Greg, Devilish Armstrong.
Fucking arsehole. I've been, I don't know, Joe Rumors Jackson.
What, the album?
Yes.
Goodbye.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.